Only you need to understand the basic feature of AutoCAD. So, if you discuss about the various toolbars, let us start with the corner one. At the corner, capital A is written. If you click on that, you will get one application toolbar here. You can open new window. You can open the existing saved one. You can save the document.
হ্যালো স্যার।
Okay, বলো।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার, বলছি আমার নেটওয়ার্কের প্রবলেমের জন্য স্যার ঢুকতে পারছিলাম না, এইমাত্র ঢুকলাম। আগে একটু কি বললেন বলতে পারবেন স্যার?
না আর কিছু বলিনি। আমি বললাম যে 2006 থেকে শুরু করে 2020 পর্যন্ত সমস্ত সফটওয়্যারের, অটোক্যাড সফটওয়্যারের বেসিক ফিচারগুলো একই আছে, এটাই বলেছি। ওকে,
স্যার হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ সায়ন বলো।
হ্যাঁ বলছি স্যার, ওই অটোক্যাডটা যখন ইনস্টল ছিলাম তখন দেখছিলাম অটোক্যাড ছাড়াও এমনি যে বেস ভেরিয়েন্ট ভার্সনটা ছাড়াও অনেক কিছু আছে, মেকানিক্যাল, সিভিল। তো ওগুলো কি কিরকম ভাবে আলাদা, মানে স্পেসিফিক কাজ হয় নাকি ওগুলোর মধ্যে?
হ্যাঁ স্পেসিফিক কাজ, তবে বললাম তো বেসিক ফিচার, ফান্ডামেন্টাল ফিচার্স আর সেম। দ্য বেস্ট আইডিয়া ইজ টু ইনস্টল AutoCAD. So at the top you will get a quick access toolbar, this one. Within that quick access toolbar, you again will find the same features available in the application toolbar. You can add some items in the quick access toolbar by clicking here. In the quick access toolbar, there are new open, save, save as, undo, redo, and workspace. You can add other features in that quick access toolbar. Within that quick access toolbar, one important icon is the workspace. This one is workspace. 2D drafting and annotation. If you change the workspace, the basic pattern will change. I will show you how it can be changed. If you click in that drop down arrow, you will get various types of AutoCAD workspaces. One is 3D basics, another one 3D modeling, AutoCAD classic. Suppose I am changing to AutoCAD classic, then you see the feature will be different, and it will be the classic version similar to AutoCAD 2006. This is classic version. Now I am reverting back to 2D drafting and annotation, and this total look is similar to latest version of AutoCAD. So here, after quick access toolbar,
Sir, what
I
does
have,
it mean, sir? Ribbon?
oh, ribbon means the group of commands within that rectangle. This is called ribbon. Starting from this left hand portion, can you see it? The line
Yes,
command
sir.
is
Yes,
written
yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
Starting from that line command, there are several commands written here up to the measure. So this group of commands is called ribbon. If the ribbon is lost due to some reason, it may be in hidden form, you can just type RIBBON and then enter. The ribbon will come back. So what I was telling, after the quick access toolbar, there is one menu bar. Within menu bar, there are several menus: file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, draw, dimension, modify, parametric window, and help. If you don't want that menu bar, that can be hidden. Then in the ribbon group, there are some commands at a time. I mean, there is several commands in a particular group. Suppose the first one is the draw group. If you expand the draw group, you will find some additional commands. So before going into that detail, I will show you how to do the basic work in AutoCAD. That will be probably more interesting to you. Suppose I want to draw a line within this working area. This black area is working area. You can draw anything, whatever you want, that will be drawn within this working area. So my first objective is to draw a line. In order to do that, you have to give the command line. So the first command is line, line. I am clicking here. Whenever I will click on that line command, the shape of the cursor will change. First, you look into the cursor. The shape of this cursor is very important. Presently, this shape which you are getting is called crosshair cursor. It is called crosshair because there is a small rectangle and there are 4 hairs perpendicular to each other. That shape is called crosshair. So when I will click on this line command, the shape of the cursor will change. Just to look into the change of the cursor, I have clicked and the shape of the cursor has been changed to plus symbol. No, the plus symbol is another cursor called point input cursor. That means this type of cursor is ready to take the input about the coordinate of a point. But the crosshair cursor is the standby mode cursor. Means standby mode means you are not doing anything actually. But whenever you have given a command to the computer, the cursor will change and this shape of the cursor will show you that, will inform you that it is ready to take the coordinate of the point. Now near the cursor it is written specify first point. The point value presently is 17.5347 and 13.08. That x value of the coordinate and y value of the coordinate is visible here. Even the same value is visible at the left hand corner. Suppose I want a line from an arbitrary point to another arbitrary point. So I am clicking on that arbitrary point. Say I am clicking here. So first point input has been given to the computer. It has taken the first point, starting point. Now I am clicking somewhere else, say here. Now you see the line has been drawn. But the command is active still now. I have not come out from the line command. So it is ready to take for the next point. So you give another point arbitrarily somewhere here. Then give another point. So you will be able to draw several lines. I am still in the line command. So that way line can be drawn. You tell me, is it clear to you? Any one of you? Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you will find very much interest while on that point how the command can be executed. So there are several methods of giving command in this AutoCAD software. The first one I have discussed, clicking on the line tool. Just you click on the icon, but the line is written. Now, there is another method. You type the word line and then enter. The same command will be executed. I'm typing here LINE, then enter. You can see the result is same. So if you can't find the icon or the tool, you can simply type the command if you remember the command required for that. In order to draw a line, the required command is line, LINE, line. So it's very simple to remember. So similarly, I can draw several lines in the same method. This way. Then in order to get out from that command, or in order to get from the line command to the standby mode, you simply enter once. Simply enter once. Enter. It will come out to the standby mode. Now I will discuss about the third method of giving the same command. I will type L, only L. It will do the same thing. L, then enter. It will do the same thing, same work. Then enter can be done by means of mouse also. You simply right click, then you find enter. So enter will be executed. So I am repeating, there are three methods of giving commands. One is by the help of the tool, by the help of typing the command, and the third method is to type the shortcut of the command. L is the shortcut for the command line. L is the shortcut of the command line.
Sir, hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, from where we get the shortcuts of these commands?
Okay. If you require to find out the shortcut of any particular command, you go to the Google box, search box, and type here shortcut command of line in AutoCAD. You'll find the answer anywhere. There will be several shortcut guides, etc. Few commands can be remembered, and if you forget anything, you will find it from the Google text box, Google search box. The basic thing you should remember, you can find it, no problem. AutoCAD, some command. Even in the AutoCAD, even in the YouTube, you will find several tutorials. Several tutorials in the YouTube also. I don't know whether it is visible to you. LINE, line is capital L. Circle, capital C. Arc, capital A. X line. Even you don't require to type it in capital letter. Even if you type it in small letter, it will be executed. Move, MOV, move. Shortcut is M. But I will guide you in a better way. I'm coming to that. The best idea is to bring the command line in your working area. Command line. And shortcut of the command line is Control 9. I am typing Control 9. Pressing the Control, I am just clicking on 9. the command line is visible now. This command line will be very helpful to you. Try to keep the command line active, at least for the beginning of your learning process. I have increased the width of the command line so that it is visible. Now, whatever command has been given here, it will be visible in that command area. Suppose I am typing line, 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 and then enter. You see that command is visible now. I have written here line. Even if you go to the draw toolbar, you'll find another command here. That is also another method of giving the command, especially for the students who have old version of AutoCAD, say 2006 or 2008. For them, the ribbon is not available. The menu bar will be available. Within menu bar, if you click on draw, the drop down list will show you the line command. So whenever you click on that line, the same command will be written in the command line. This command line is very helpful in the sense it will guide you the total process of completing the drawing. I will show you how this command line will guide you properly. Now you see, as the drawings are not required now, I am selecting the lines and I will erase all the lines. For selecting all the lines, I am clicking Control A, means select all. All the lines will be selected, and then you click on delete, so all lines will be deleted. Now I will show you how the command bar will be available, command line will be helpful to you. I am drawing this drawing a rectangle. I am drawing a rectangle by taking the help of that line command, and I will show how it will guide you in proper way. I am clicking on the line command. So specifying the first point, say the first point is 10, 10. I am writing 10, 10. I have given the input value, first point, then enter. So first point has been taken by the cursor, and it is written here, you see, underscore line, means line is the command, specify first point 10, 10. That has been done. Now, what will be your next step? That will be guided by this command bar. Just go through that sentence, what the computer is writing. Specify next point, or within third bracket undo. Means your duty is to specify the next point. So you specify the next point. Suppose my next point is 20, 0 from the first point. Say 20, 0, enter. You see, the next point has been taken as 20, 0 from the first point. But if you go through that sentence written in the command bar, probably you have noticed that before 20, 0, one @ is written. Is it visible to you? It's very small. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
@ 20, 0. That @ has some significance. I will come into that discussion a little bit later. But before that, I will discuss how the command bar or command line is helpful to you. Now, what is written? Specify next point. So I am writing the next point. Suppose my next point is 0, 20 from the second point. So I'm writing 0,20, 0,20, then enter. It has gone outside the working area. So I am getting, I should enter into the zoom view, zoom, extends. Now my command bar is very large. Now the line is within the working area. I can still
enter.
zoom out. So it is now zoomed out, smaller one. Now in the similar way, I can draw the line from this point to say -20, 0, -20, 0, enter, and then finally 0, -20, 0, -20, enter. Then again press enter once so that you can get out from the command. So the rectangle or the square has been drawn by taking the help of line command. Similarly, for the other object, say you want to draw one circle. So simply click on that circle command, circle. Now you are not sure what will be your duty, but that command bar or the this one dynamic input, this dynamic input in the cursor will guide you what is your duty. Now your duty is to specify center point. In the command bar also, you see it is written _circle specify center point, means your duty now is to specify the center point. So you click on anywhere at arbitrary point. If the center point is specifically not known, so I am clicking here, then your duty is to specify the radius. So give a radius value. If the radius value is not specified, you click arbitrarily anywhere. Presently it is 9.7798. No problem, you click there. So circle is completed. So that way, say if you want to draw one rectangle from rectangle command, click there. Rectangle command is active now. _rectang, rectangle. Now your duty is to specify the corner point. It is written here, first corner point. So give the first corner point. Now specify the other corner point. So specify other corner point. The rectangle will be drawn. So in that sense, AutoCAD is very simple. It is very user friendly. The software itself will guide you. What is your next duty? What you have to do? Is it clear? Up to this, do you have any question up to this? Okay, probably no question is there. I am reducing the width of the command bar. Okay. Then, just now I have mentioned that in the coordinate system.
স্যার কন্ট্রোল 9 চিপলে আবার ওই কমান্ড বারটা মানে কি চলে যাবে?
হ্যাঁ, আমি করে দেখাচ্ছি। Control 9. We want to close the command line window. To display the command line window again, press Control 9. Yes. চলে গেল, দেখতে পেয়েছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার দেখতে পেয়েছি।
Control 9. আবার দিলাম, এসে গেল। Now I will discuss about the coordinate system. That is probably the most important part in AutoCAD drawing. How the coordinate system can be incorporated. Probably you have seen that there is the coordinate system. Origin is here, x-axis is horizontal, shown, y-axis is vertical. So all the dimensions, all the distances will be measured. Coordinate system will be measured from origin. But if you draw a rectangle, it's very difficult to specify the absolute coordinate value of all corner points. So in AutoCAD, a facility has been provided. You can give the coordinate of any point with respect to the earlier point or previous point. I'm showing you it again. That will be very helpful. Selecting the line and deleting. You can select multiple lines at a time, no problem. Then you can click on delete, it will be deleted. So what I was telling, click on the line command, you specify any point arbitrarily. Then we are typing 20,0 means, and enter. Means from the earlier point, we have moved 20 along x-axis and 0 along y-axis. You look into the command bar, @20,0. This @ stands for relative coordinate. Means 20,0 is the coordinate value with respect to the previous point. If I want a square to be drawn, so the next point will be @0,20, isn't it? Is it okay? But @ has been set as default in my computer, in my software. So I don't need to type @. I will type only 0,20. Enter. Now you see, in the command bar, 0,20 is written, @ automatically comes. It has come. So the third point will be -20,0. X-axis, along x-axis -20 and 0 along y-axis. So it will be -20,0. Enter. In order to close the figure, you don't need to give to the first point again. You simply type CLOSE, close, and enter. It will be closed, the figure will be closed, as well as you will get out from the command line. The cursor will come to the standby mode. CLOSE, close, is the command. You can use the shortcut of close, and that is C. C is the shortcut of close. C is also the shortcut of circle, but that depends upon the position of the shape of the cursor. The computer will understand what is the meaning of C. If the cursor is in standby mode, C stands for circle. And if the cursor is in point selection mode, it will understand close. I'm showing you. Presently it is in crosshair mode. So if we type C, enter, it will take the command of circle. So this is the center and that is the circle. If I have given the command line already, now if I type C, it will understand the close command. Have you
হ্যালো
got it?
স্যার
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার স্যার একজন ওয়েট করছে, রামানন্দ ওকে একটু পারমিট করে দিলে ঢুকতে পারে।
ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, অ্যালাউ করলাম।
ওকে স্যার।
স্যার
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার অ্যাট দ্য রেটের ওখানটা কি বলছিলেন ওরা একবার বলুন।
Oh, at the rate stands for relative coordinate. At the rate stands for relative coordinate. Relative means relative to the earlier point. I am showing you again because this part is very important. আমি লাইন কমান্ড ক্লিক করলাম, ফার্স্ট পয়েন্ট দিলাম। এখন যদি 10,0 লিখি, 10,0 এন্টার করলাম, তাহলে এই যে 10,0 এটা কোথা থেকে মেজার করা হবে? এটা অরিজিন থেকেও মেজার করতে পারে আর আর্লিয়ার পয়েন্ট থেকেও মেজার করতে পারে। কোথা থেকে মেজার করবে সেটা এখানে দেখলে বোঝা যাবে। এখানে কি লেখা আছে বলো তো, বলো কি লেখা আছে?
স্যার অ্যাট দ্য রেট 10,0 লেখা আছে।
হ্যাঁ, at the rate 10,0. At the rate 10,0 means 10,0 is measured from the earlier point. Earlier point মানে এই যে এইটা ফার্স্ট পয়েন্ট, তাই না? আচ্ছা,
স্যার।
এখন যদি আমি মনে করো 10,10 ক্লিক করি, তাহলে কি হবে? রেজাল্ট কি হবে বলো? 10,10 এন্টার। কোথায় পৌঁছলাম?
স্যার এক্স অ্যাক্সিসেও 10 গেল, ওয়াই অ্যাক্সিসেও 10 গেল।
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু উইথ রেসপেক্ট টু হুইচ পয়েন্ট?
স্যার প্রথমে যে লাইনটা টানা হলো তার সেকেন্ড পয়েন্টটা যেখানে ছিল, এন্ড
হ্যাঁ
পয়েন্টটা।
হ্যাঁ, কিন্তু অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা তো অরিজিন থেকেই সবসময় মাপা উচিত, আমরা তাই তো শিখেছি।
হ্যাঁ
Coordinate of a point is measured with respect to origin always. But in AutoCAD you have two facilities. You can assign the coordinate value with respect to the origin. You can also assign the coordinate of any point with respect to the earlier given point. You have two options. Now I am showing you how this option can be activated, or how you can set the coordinate system as your default system.
স্যার বলছি
Sir,
সিএনসি তেও
sir,
তো
what
এই
is the
ধরনের
default?
হ্যাঁ বলো।
Sir, what is the default system, sir?
Oh yes, yes.
Is taking points from previous one or from center?
In my setting, the default is earlier point, because you see I am not typing at the rate. I am simply typing 10,0, but the computer is taking the value as at the rate 10,0. I am showing you the setting, how the coordinate system can be set. You click on this dynamic input, right click on dynamic input, right click on dynamic input, then click on setting. You'll find this window. This is drafting setting actually. Within that drafting setting, there is one enable pointer input. Enable pointer input. Within that enable pointer input, you click on the setting. The format will be shown. There are 4 format actually. First polar format, then Cartesian format, then relative coordinates, and then absolute coordinates. Now regarding format, you have two options: polar format, Cartesian format. And regarding coordinate, you have two options: relative coordinate, absolute coordinate. If you click on this relative coordinate, all the points will be taken with respect to earlier point. That is relative coordinate. If you click on absolute coordinate, all the points will be measured. All the points will be measured with respect to the origin itself. But I will always advise you to make this relative coordinate as default, because it's very easy. Have you got my idea?
Yes, sir.
If you keep the absolute coordinate as the default coordinate, then every time you have to understand, you have to know the coordinate of the four corners of the rectangle with respect to the origin, and it's very difficult method, no? You have to calculate always by means of calculator or by means of pen, pencil, etc. If you make this relative coordinate as default, you don't need to give the absolute coordinate value. I think it is clear to you now, but still, if you are unable to make this relative coordinate as default, what will you do? You have to type the @ always, nothing else. So you click on the point, then I am writing 10, 0. You have to type @ 10, 10, 0. @ 10, 0, then enter.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ,
ওই যে ফরম্যাটটা দেখাচ্ছিলেন ওখানে আরো দুটো যে অপশন ছিল, কার্টেসিয়ান আর একটা পোলার ফরম্যাট।
হ্যাঁ,
ওটা স্যার কার্টেসিয়ান থেকে পোলার ফরম্যাটে করলে কি চেঞ্জ হবে?
ওটা তো ফরম্যাট, আমি বলছি কোঅর্ডিনেট সিস্টেম ফরম্যাট। আমি
স্যার ওটা কার্টেসিয়ান থেকে পোলারে চেঞ্জ করলে কিছু কি চেঞ্জ হবে?
হ্যাঁ, চেঞ্জ হবে, কিন্তু ওটা একটা আলাদা ইস্যু। তো format is a different thing and coordinate is different thing. Presently I am discussing about the coordinate, not about format.
ওকে,
তুমি কোঅর্ডিনেটটা বুঝতে পেরেছো তো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আমি ফরম্যাটে আসছি, আগে তুমি কোঅর্ডিনেটটা ভালো মতো বুঝে নাও, তাহলে এটা ক্লিয়ার হলো?
ইয়েস স্যার।
ওকে, now if you want to move the screen from this position to say towards left or right, what you have to do, you have to press the wheel of the mouse so that the standby cursor will be converted to pan cursor. I am pressing the wheel. You see, the symbol of the hand has come. That symbol is called pan cursor. Pan, P-A-N, pan. Panning means moving from one point to another point. The total screen will move. So I am moving the total screen. Coordinate system will also move. Then you release the wheel, it will come back to the original standby mode. Now I will discuss that format of coordinate, that idea. How the coordinate can be given in different format value. Just now I have mentioned that you simply click the point, give the coordinate of the next point, say 20, 0, then enter. It will take the point 20, 0. Then for the next point you can type again 0, 20, and that way you can continue. Say close, enter. But sometimes the Cartesian coordinate format or the Cartesian coordinate values are not known to us. Sometimes it happens that I need a line from this point to say 45-degree inclined, having length say 20 unit. Then you have to take the help of polar format. In polar format, the input value is length less than angle. r less than theta. This less than stands for angle or polar format. So now I will draw a line having length 20 unit inclined to x-axis at an angle of say 45 degree. So my input will be 20 less than 45, 20 less than 45, 20 less than 45, then enter. You see, the line has been drawn. This length is 20 unit. The length is 20 unit and the angle with x-axis is 45 degree. Suppose I want a horizontal line of 25 length. So my input will be 25 less than 0 and enter. Oh, I have changed that unit now earlier. 1 minute. That length has been measured from the origin itself. I'm showing it again. Line from the first point to how much? 20, 45, 20 less than 45, less than 45. Oh, at the rate is not being taken, no. So we have changed the setting. We have changed the setting. So I have to type it at the rate again. That's the first point. Now I am typing at the rate 20 less than 45, enter. Now I want the horizontal line of length, how much? 25. So at the rate 25 less than 0, enter. Then say I want one vertical line downward. So my input will be the length of the line, say 25 again. So at the rate 25 less than, the angle will be 270 degree. 270, enter. When I want to close it, so C and enter. Have you got the idea? At the rate, length less than angle. The angle will be measured with respect to x-axis always. So 270 stands for 270 from x-axis means downward. Do you have any question regarding this coordinate input value? You see, the Cartesian format is the default format. So I have to give at the rate always. We prefer the polar format. Okay.
স্যার এখানে এই পোলার ফরম্যাটে চেঞ্জ করলে আর অ্যাড রাইট দেওয়ার দরকার নেই তাই তো?
না, ওটা ওই পয়েন্টের রেসপেক্টেই মেজার করবে পোলার ফরম্যাটে। পোলার ফরম্যাট মিন্স r less than theta, length less than theta. Now I will show you some other interesting feature of AutoCAD, and which is how to zoom a figure.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার আমরা
বলো।
যখন কার্টেসিয়ানটা ইউজ করছিলাম তখন আমরা যখন অ্যাঙ্গেল লেস দেন লেন্থ লেস দেন অ্যাঙ্গেল যখন ইউজ করছিলাম তখন আমরা অ্যাট দ্য রেট দিয়ে ইউজ করছিলাম, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ, আবার যখন আমরা পোলারটা ওখানে ডিফল্ট করে দিলাম, তো এবার যদি আমি
হ্যাঁ।
মানে কার্টেসিয়ান ফরম্যাট দিয়ে যদি ইউজ করতে চাই, তো এখন কি @, দিতে হবে মানে কার্টেসিয়ানের জন্য?
এখন যে চেঞ্জটা করেছি,
মানে এখন আমি চাই কি একটা লাইন টানবো 0,20 দিয়ে, তো এখন কি করে টানবো?
হ্যাঁ এই তো এখান থেকে ধরো 25, তুমি একটা টেস্ট করে দেখে নেবে তো, 25 লেস দেন, এটা 25 লেস দেন সে 0, এন্টার। তারপরে ধরো 45 ডিগ্রিতে আমি যেতে চাই আবার,
না না না,
25 লেস দেন 45, এন্টার।
হ্যাঁ এবার আমি চাই যে 0,20 মানে কোঅর্ডিনেটে যায় লাইনটা,
আরেকবার বলো, আরেকবার বলো।
0,20।
মানে কার্টেসিয়ানে যেতে চাও?
হ্যাঁ, এখান থেকেই।
হ্যাঁ হবে তো।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
0,20, এটা অ্যাবসলিউট, মানে তোমাকে @টা দিতে হবে, বুঝলে? না @, তো ডিফল্টে নিয়েছে কিনা দেখে নাও, এই যে নিয়েছে, এখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছ কমান্ড বার। আমি
Yes,
কিন্তু
sir.
প্রেস করিনি।
তো তাহলে তো পোলারটা রাখাই ভালো, স্যার, মানে দুটোই একসঙ্গে কাজ হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, পোলারটা রাখলে
তো পোলারটা রাখাই তো ভালো স্যার, মানে @, দুটোর মধ্যে কোথাওতে দিতে হচ্ছে না মানে।
হ্যাঁ তাই তো বলছি, পোলার ফরম্যাটটাই চুজ করো, সেটাই তো বলছি।
হুম।
আচ্ছা এবারে যেটা বলছিলাম যে জুমটা একটু ডিসকাস করব, জুমটা খুব ইউজফুল। If you give the command zoom, ZOOM, you can type it, enter. Now you will have several type of zooming. In the command bar it is written all, center, dynamic, extend, previous, scale, window, object, real time. Even if you click on the view toolbar and then click zoom, you will find the all varieties of zoom: real time zoom, previous zoom, window zoom, dynamic, scale, center zoom, object zoom, zoom in, zoom out, zoom all, zoom extends. But for the time being, for the beginners, you remember the extend is the most useful zoom tool, because extends means all the drawing will be sized automatically according to your screen. All drawing will come into your screen, nothing will be outside the window and no space will be left. And there are several others, say zoom in and zoom out. If you zoom in, it will be 50% larger, means it will be 200 times. And if you click on zoom out, it will be just 50%. So for the other zoom window, zoom options, I will discuss later on. For the time being, you just remember how to zoom the basic things: extends, zoom in, zoom out. And there is one real-time zoom that can be done by means of the wheel. You simply scroll the wheel, rotate the wheel in your mouse. You see, I am rotating my wheel, so automatic zooming is there. That is a great facility if you use this type of mouse having a wheel. You will be surprised to know that when we learned computer in this in our engineering course, there was no mouse at all. Everything needed to be programmed. Microsoft did not come into market. So this mouse is a wonderful tool to execute several commands at a time. So you have right click, left click, and the wheel. So what I was telling, you simply rotate your wheel and the zoom will be activated. Simply rotate the wheel. Then if it comes out from your side, you can pan the figure according to your requirement. Now there is another interesting feature of AutoCAD is this tool, dynamic toolbar. It has several components. I will discuss the most important things initially. First one is the snap. In the snap mode, the cursor will move by jumping from one point to another point, taking a specified amount of delta value. If you enter into the snap setting, you can understand it properly. So right click on snap, click on setting. In the snap setting, you see snap X spacing is 0.5. I will show you a very interesting thing. If the X spacing snap is written as 10, what will happen? The cursor will take the value of multiple of 10 only. Snap X spacing is 10, snap Y spacing is 10 also. Now you will see what will happen. Click on line, click anywhere. The point is how much? This point was 10,20, no? Now you move the cursor. The cursor will always take the multiple of 10 only. Now it is 20, 30. If I move the cursor a little bit, it will be then 40. So that is a very interesting feature of AutoCAD. If you have all the dimensions, say multiple of 10, then you simply set the value, snap value 10, and there will be no error as such. Wherever you will click, it will be multiple of 10 only. Suppose the cursor is here. You make the polar off, then you will understand. So I am showing you how quickly it can be drawn. Control A and delete. Suppose my drawing dimension is a square of say 30 unit dimension. So by line command, you click on line. It is 30. So you click there. Now again you move the cursor. Or you simply type 30, enter, and move the cursor towards left. Now it is 30. So just enter and, oh sorry, it is not clicked. It has not clicked properly. Give the line command. Press anywhere. Just type 30, enter. Keep the cursor in vertical position, 30, enter. Keep the cursor in horizontal position, type 30, enter, and then C, enter. So in this method, I am not giving the two input parameters. I am giving the single parameter, that is the length of the line. Have you noticed it? So this is another method called direct distance entry method. I am discussing this one with related to snap because if the snap setting is set, that direct distance entry parameter will be very helpful. The direct distance entry parameter is nothing but simply giving the input value by the length. The inclination of the angle will be determined by the position of the cursor. I am showing it again to you. Suppose I want the same rectangle, I am repeating it. Click the line command. Click anywhere, it is 50,20 point, okay, click there. Then I want a horizontal line of 30 unit. Place the cursor in horizontal position. Place the cursor in horizontal position and then type the distance, that is 30, and then press enter. Means the computer will take the distance with the inclination of the line as per the cursor. Now the cursor is in vertical position. At this position you again type 30 and then click enter. The line will be vertical. Probably you have noticed that I have not mentioned the y unit or angle of the line. The angle of the line is taken as per the orientation of the cursor. My cursor is in horizontal position to the left of this point. Now it is in right. I have put the cursor at the left with inclination horizontal. At this condition I am typing 30 and enter. So the third line has been taken. Then close the figure. See enter. So actually there are three methods of giving input. One is giving the coordinate value, say 20,20. First method. Second method, you can give r less than theta, length of the line and angle of the line with respect to horizontal x-axis. The third method is to give the distance only. The angle or inclination will be determined by the position of the cursor. So these three methods are there to give input of any object, any entity rather. So snap is complete. Grid is nothing but this this grid work. Grid means jali network, but similar to your graph paper. If you click on the grid will be off condition, so you cannot find any graph, vertical horizontal lines. If you again click it, it will be visible. There is another option, ortho. In ortho mode, only horizontal and vertical lines will be drawn. Ortho means perpendicular. Here ortho means horizontal and vertical. If the ortho is in on condition, you will not be able to draw any inclined line. So you keep the cursor, it is always be either horizontal or vertical. Okay. So the same rectangle can be drawn by taking the help of ortho and direct distance entry. It will be very faster. I am erasing all these figures. Now taking the help of ortho, you see how quick it will be. Click the line, take any point somewhere here, move the cursor towards right, type 30, enter, keep the cursor up, type 30, enter, keep the cursor towards left, type 30, enter, and then see enter. The figure is completed. There is no chance of inclined line. So I am putting the snap off, ortho off. Now I am discussing about polar. Polar tracking is the tracking where the angle of specified value will be shown to the operator. Say I want the line to be drawn at 15 degree inclination. So the computer will guide you which one is 15 degree. Click on the line command. You move the cursor. When it will be 15 degree, it will guide you that this is 15 degree. Say I want 30 degree. So move the cursor. It will show the 30 degree angle. But which angle are to be shown, that will be set beforehand. In my setting, I have set the incremental angle as multiple of 15. That's why it is showing multiple of 15 only. If you set it multiple of 90, it will only show 90, 180, 270 degree and 0 degree. I'm showing you how it can be changed. Right click on the polar menu. Then you see the 15 has been tick marked here. You enter into the setting, click on setting. You'll see the incremental angle is there. I have put it 15. If I make it 30 degree, it will show only the multiple of 30 degree. Okay. So that way there are several commands are there in a single class. It is really very difficult to complete all things. I can understand several classes are required actually. I thought one two class will be sufficient, but that will not be. So today I have already completed 1 hour. If you have any question, you can ask me. I will then try to show you 1 or 2 things. Then I will complete for the today's class. If you have any question, you can ask me.
স্যার এটার ইউনিটটা কি?
Unit can be set. I'm showing you the unit, how the unit can be set. If you click the format menu, you'll find unit. So you'll get drawing units. Within the drawing unit, there are several input parameters are there. One is length type decimal. Decimal is the preferred one. Then precision 0.00. If you want only single 0, you can put it 0.0. So only 1 digit will be taken after decimal. You can change the unit. Here it inches has been set as default. Better you make it millimeter or centimeter, maybe millimeter. Sample output has been shown 3.0 less than 45.0. So that way 1 digit after the decimal will be taken. Regarding angle, you can take decimal degree or degree minute system, radian, but we prefer decimal degree. Regarding precision, I have kept it 0. You can put it 0.0 so that fraction of 1 degree can also be shown. Say 12.5 degree. That can be shown if your precision is 0.0. But if you set it only 0, it will show 12.5 as 13 degree. That will be the problem. So better make it 0.0. The angle will be measured in clockwise sense or anti-clockwise sense. Anti-clockwise sense is the default sense. So you should not check this box. If you check the box, it will be clockwise. But we are conversant with the anti-clockwise sense. So uncheck it. Okay. How can you select an object? That's very important. Suppose in the line, suppose there are similar 2 squares. There are 2 squares side by side. If you click on a line, it will be selected. But for the next one, if you click on that square, you see total rectangle, total square is being selected. Can you tell me why it is happening so? Can anybody answer this?
স্যার প্রথমে রেক্টেঙ্গেল
স্যার এটা প্রথম প্রথম রেক্ট্যাঙ্গেলটা স্যার চারটে লাইন দিয়ে তৈরি করা, আর সেকেন্ডেরটা পুরোটা রেক্ট্যাঙ্গেল কমান্ড দিয়ে তৈরি করা হতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক ঠিক, একদম ঠিক বলেছো। In the first case, the square comprises of 4 separate lines because I drew the rectangle or the square by taking the help of line command. So each line is single entity. Each line is single entity. So 4 lines are separate entity. But in the second case, I gave the command rectangle command. So in rectangle command or in polyline command, in polyline command also, it will be a single entity. Enter, enter, close, enter. If you apply the polyline command or rectangle command, the total entity will be single entity. But if you apply the line command, every line will be single entity. So if you click on single entity, it will be selected. This type of selection is called grip selection, GRIP, grip selection, because you can find several grips. In the line, you can find 3 grips are there. Why these are called grips? Because you can catch the line by holding that grip. Because I am holding the corner point and moving it. You see, the line has been shifted. That's why it is called grip. If you grip at the middle grip, if you catch the middle grip, it will move. Click on the middle grip and then click somewhere else, it will be moved. So that is the reason why this type of selection is called grip selection. Means if you select, the grip will be generated. In case of straight line, there will be 3 grips. For a circle, how many grips are there? You select it, there will be 5 grips, one for the center, another 4 for 4 points in horizontal and vertical direction. If you click on the center grip and click somewhere else, it will be shifted, just moved. If you click the grip on the circumference, click the grip and move your cursor, the radius will be changed. So that is the reason why this type of selection is called grip selection. There is another selection method called window selection. I am showing you how the window selection is executed. In the standby mode of the cursor, you click somewhere at the left top corner and then move the cursor and click at the point of that rectangle at lower right corner. So that window is called selection window. That selection window will select all the entities within the selection window. I am repeating, all the entities within the selection window will be selected. All the entities will be selected and you will be able to delete or modify those entities. I am deleting these entities or objects. So I have discussed two types of selection. One is grip selection, another one window selection. There is another selection called cross window selection. Cross window selection. So this is another rectangle, another square comprising of 4 lines. Now I will discuss cross window selection. In cross window selection, you have to click at the right top point, then move the cursor. You see the window has a different color. Now it is green. Earlier one, it was blue, isn't it? This type of selection, this type of window is called cross window, not simple window. This is cross window. Right top to left bottom. So all the entities which are within the cross window, fully or partially, are selected. Have you got my idea? If you select the object by drawing a cross window, all the entities fully or partially within the window will be selected. But if you use the solid window, blue window, only the entities which are totally within the window will be selected. Have you got the point? Otherwise, I will repeat it. I am showing you. There are 4 lines. I am drawing the solid window or simple window. Now, tell me how many entities are there within the window fully? How many?
2. No one.
No one. I am enlarging it. How many entities are there?
1.
Not 1, 4 lines.
Oh, okay.
4 lines are there, no? Or, oh, this is a polyline. So single entity. You are right. I am showing it again. This is the blue window and the total entity is within the window. So the polyline will be, or the rectangle will be selected. It is selected. Now, if the same window is drawn where the part of the entity is within the window, so no entity will be selected. You see, now I am releasing the window. Nothing has been selected. Nothing has been selected because we require the total entity must be within the window. You see, nothing is selected. If you enlarge the window up to this, then only it will be selected. Is it clear? Now, for the cross window, I am drawing the cross window now from right to left. This is the cross window, green color. The entity is partially within the cross window. Now you see what happens. You see, the full rectangle is selected because that is the characteristic of the cross window. I am repeating it. In case of cross window, the objects or the entities which are partially or fully within the cross window will be selected. But in case of simple window or solid window, or you can say blue window, the entities which are fully within the window will only be selected. I hope this is clear to you. I have repeated it several times. For the cross window, you see, 2 lines have been selected. You see, cross window, so partially enclosed bodies will also be selected. So here 2 lines are partially within the window will be selected. Yes, it is selected. But if we draw the simple window, blue window, this partially selection is not possible. The partial entities which are within the window will not be selected. You see, it is not selected. I hope it is clear to you. Now tell me whether the circle will be selected or not.
Sir, will be selected.
Yes, it will be selected. We'll see. But now this one will be selected?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Not selected.
Now selected?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Selected.
Now it's clear to you. Okay. So there are three methods of selecting object. One is grip selection, another one window selection, third one cross window selection. There is another selection, but that selection is not in standby mode. If you enter into any modify command, suppose in the modify there is one menu erase. I want to erase one or two lines here. So you activate erase command, click there, erase. Now the cursor has been changed to selection mode, a small square. This is selection mode cursor. Now if you select the line, the polyline, it will be selected. It has been selected for erasing command. For that line, you click there. Suppose I want that total rectangle to be erased and one line to be erased. So I have selected, initially I gave the command erase, cursor has been changed to selection mode. Then I have selected this square and one line. Now you simply enter. Before going into enter, you look into the command bar, select object one found, select object one found, comma 2 total. So 2 objects have been selected. Now you enter and the command will be executed. Enter. So within modify group, you will find several commands, and those are modify commands. You can move something, you can enlarge something. I am showing you the move command. Click on move. The cursor has been changed to selection mode. Select the object. Say I want to move the circle. So select the circle. Then it is asking one found object, select object. Do you need to select further object? No, I don't want. So you can give the enter. Here in this case, enter means I have completed my selection process. So I am giving enter. Now they are asking specify base point, displacement. Base point means from where the displacement will be measured. So center is my base point. I want the center to be located somewhere here. So move command has been executed. So there are several commands. No, I will advise you to go through the YouTube channel. There are several tutorials, AutoCAD tutorials. You'll find several tutorials and go through those tutorials. I think these will be helpful to you. And regarding shortcut, in the Google search box, you'll get the shortcut. But shortcut is not important for the beginning. For the beginning, you need to know the process of executing the drawing work or executing the several commands. Shortcut will be learned later on, gradually. হ্যাঁ বলো
স্যার শর্টকাটটা স্যার অটোক্যাডের মধ্যেই লেখা থাকে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, হেল্প কমান্ড ইজ দেয়ার।
না না, হেল্প কমান্ড না স্যার, ওখানে উপরে ম্যানেজ একটা রিবন আছে, ম্যানেজ।
হ্যাঁ ম্যানেজ, ও ম্যানেজের মধ্যে আছে।
হ্যাঁ, ওখানে ক্লিক করলে তারপর আছে এডিট এলিয়াস, টুল প্রপার্টিজের পাশে এডিট এলিয়াস।
কি আছে বলো?
ইম্পোর্ট এক্সপোর্ট, তারপর এডিট এলিয়াস।
ও এলিয়াসেস, আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, শর্টকাট এখানে अवेलेबल আছে।
তারপর ওটা হ্যাঁ খুলুন, এটা ম্যাক্সিমাইজ করুন, সব শর্টকাট লেখা আছে পাশে স্যার।
শর্টকাট এখানে আছে, ঠিক বলেছো।
এখানে আমরা মডিফাই করতে পারি, মানে নিজে থেকে কিছু অ্যাড করতে পারি,
আচ্ছা,
কিন্তু এটা চেঞ্জ না করাটাই ভালো, বিকজ এটা চেঞ্জ করলে অটোক্যাডটাই মানে সব প্রপার্টিজ গুলো চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে। অ্যাড করতে পারি, বাট এটা এডিট করলে একটু মানে প্রবলেম হয়ে যায়।
আচ্ছা, now I will show you one thing. Suppose you are doing to learn the shortcut of any command. Whenever command is available, say in the draw toolbar, say line command is written, line. You see within that L is capital. That means that capital, whatever written in capital is the shortcut. Even in the your command bar, say I am writing say line, line, line. Go to the drawbar, line. Say from this point to that point, first point, second point, then say third point, then enter. So you go to another draw, construction, polyline, say arc, start, center, end. Whatever written in your command bar, say for the last sentence, you see within third bracket it is written center. So C is capital, means C is the shortcut. For other command, say for zoom command, I'm showing you. For the zoom command, we have got several options available in the command bar. One is all, ALL. So here A is capital, means A is the shortcut for all. Similarly for center, C is the shortcut. D, Y. I think D is only D and Y. This Y is capital, no? Yes, Y is capital. So DY is the shortcut for dynamic. Similarly for all commands, whatever written in the capital letter is the shortcut. In most of the cases, the first word is the shortcut, but that will not be the case always. Suppose I have reached to somewhere here. Here I will discuss the trimming operation later on, but for the time being, you see, for the erase command, you see E is small, capital R, then ASC. Can you see it? Small e, capital R, ASC. For the fence, capital F. For crossing, capital C. For project, capital P. For edge, capital E. But for erase, you see small e, capital R, then ASC. That means a capital R is the command for erase. So that way, that will be helpful. Whenever in the command bar you find any command, just search into that which part is written in capital letter. That capital part is the shortcut. Okay, so you practice AutoCAD for few days, say for 6-7 days, and I am planning to take another class on next Monday, so that you can raise your questions, and I will also teach you another set of commands. some more commands can be discussed.